Hey there everybody, Robert Taylor with Wonderscape Creations, continuing on with another Narrative Pro tutorial series, specifically focusing on gas and the attributes that gas provides for Narrative Arsenal for Narrative Pro. So we left off learning about gameplay effects, and now we're going to create our own gameplay effect and dive a little deeper into modifiers. So we're going to go ahead and I want to come back to where my attribute set is, so I can go to my gas folder. I'm going to create a new one called gameplay effects. Once I've done that, I'll right click, go to blueprint class, and type gameplay effect. And we're just going to go for the normal old gameplay effect right there. And I'm going to do GE for gameplay effect. And I will call this one primary to base. Let's call it primary to base. And we can go ahead and open it up. And go ahead and create a modifier here. And the first thing we will do is we'll do the max health here. I'm going to be leaving it at the add instead of override because I still want there to be a base health, base max health. That way, if the attribute that is backing it is at 0, they're not automatically dead. So I'm going to keep it like that. Now, I'm going to come over here to modifier magnitude, and before we go to that, I want to show the modifier operation. So adds to the base value. This happens first before all other mods are considered. Multipliers are added together first, then multiplied against previous result. Then you have divide, another multiply for compound instead of additive, add final, and override. And the default player attributes that we have provided for us by Narrative Pro, they used override. I'm going to keep it at add base. Now when we go here into modifier magnitude, you have a few options. Scalable float, which is what they chose for the stamina. Attribute based, which is what we're going to be going over in a second. Custom calculation class, which is what we'll be going over in the next episode. And set by caller, which we've seen before. So if we come here to attribute base, over here, we have this coefficient stuff that we will touch on in a moment. And we come here to backing attribute. And we come here to vitality. So now we know that vitality is going to alter it. Now, we saw that they placed their health in this coefficient section of the attribute base magnitude, but that's not where we want to have our table. Now that we are backing with an attribute, we want to use the attribute curve that's here. But for that, we need a table. We're not going to use the one that they provided. We're going to learn something new. So let's go ahead and open our content drawer. And within gameplay effects, I'm going to create another folder called curve tables. I'll open this up, right click, search for curve table. And we'll keep it at linear. And CT for curve table. And I will name it max health. Yeah, we'll just, oh no, 2 max health is what we'll name it. Then we'll open it up. Now then, here's a curve table. There's nothing much to it. First thing we're going to do, because this is a curve right here, is we're going to open this up. and we'll double click it and do vitality to max health. Then we're going to hit this down arrow right here. We'll do it 5 times. And I'm going to do 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then we also know that strength does it. Strength to max health. Which point we'll do 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. I'm just throwing down numbers. Nothing's balanced. Just want to show that it works. We'll hit save. Now that we've done that, we can add it. So let's come back here to our curve table. Select, or not a curve table, our gameplay effect. Select our 2 max health, and then vitality to health. Because we're doing vitality to health, and now it's there. And then you have magnitude, base value, bonus magnitude for the attribute calculation type. Use the final evaluated magnitude of the attribute. Use the base value of the attribute, and use the bonus evaluated magnitude of the attribute. We're just going to keep it at attribute magnitude. I haven't played with this one yet. I will be down the road because I want to know 100% what it does. For now, not going to deal with it. Now that we have that, compile and save, we're going to go ahead and add this gameplay effect to our character. That way we can see that it's working before we do anything else. So let's go to our player state, and we will pull out of the ability system component and search for apply gameplay effect to self. And then make effect context. You don't have to do this last node part. I just choose to. And I'm going to search for my primary to base. Place that there. Then I'll plug this in. We'll compile and save. If we hit the play, tab, we have 110 health. We have 110 health because, if you remember here, we started off with the base value of 1. So if I change it to 2, because it starts off at 10 and then next time it's 15, we'll now be at 115 health. There we go. So now that we know that works, let's go ahead and quickly get the others added here. So we know, we're going to hit copy, that we have one more that is health. So we come here to the modifier magnitude, attribute base, backing attribute. We're going to change this to strength. And then we'll come here to the attribute curve and change this to strength to max health. Compile and save. We will confirm one more time that it is indeed working. And now we're at 120. Because if you recall, our curve table gives us 5 at first, and then it goes up by 2. It stays in the odd numbers. So it added 20. So as you can see, we can modify the same one over and over again as many times as we want. We just need to understand that this can get very busy. Excuse me, very busy. So that's why I said in the next episode, we'll choose to do the custom calculation class. For now, we're not going to. We're just going to get the rest of them added real quick so that we can be done with it. By rest of them, I'm just going to do one more. It's going to be the intelligence to armor one. So let's go ahead and hit the plus sign here. Over here, we need our armor. We will add to it. Attribute based. Backing attribute. Intelligence. Attribute curve. We do not have one yet. So I'm going to go ahead and just duplicate this one and do CT to armor. And I will delete that this table here, or that curve. And this one I will name intelligence to armor 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Let's save. To armor. Compile and save. Because we already applied it, if we go ahead and hit play, armor is currently at 2 because we have 1 intelligence. So as you can see, it's very easy to control your most basic stats through your primary ones, because your primary ones can control several of them. With that in mind, if we were to come in here, select the max stamina, which we won't see, so we'll go with it. We'll actually go with attack rating. Scalable float. We'll go to the attribute base, backing attribute. It is strength. Which we don't have. To attack rating. Open this up. Strength to attack rating. Oh, that's right. You got to hit enter, not just click out of it. Strength to attack rating. There we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'll just keep it like that. No reasons to waste your guys' time on that. To attack rating. Strength to attack rating. Compile, save. And one last time. And you'll see, oh, there in the bottom left, there's the stam. It shows for a little bit. Good to know. But you'll see here, our attack bonus is now 2. It was 0. So that's very important information for us to know. And now that we do know that, we can end this episode here to create the MOG magnitudes, which is short for something, I can't remember the exact word for it. It is short for gameplay mod magnitude calculation, which is what this right here is, custom calculation class. We're going to go over that in the next episode and streamline it quite a bit to make it a little faster and a little better and a little easier. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.